Welcome back everyone to a roller coaster of a show now, and I've crammed in all the best no-fly cruise offers available right now to book at Cruise1st for next year, all with low deposit so you can grab them ahead of the rest. They're all the shorter itineraries and they're the ones that always sell out fast. Now we're going to be sailing with P&O Cruises, Royal Caribbean, Ambassador Cruise Line, Celebrity and Princess. So make sure you've got pen and pad at the ready because we are going to need it. We are starting in true traditional Cruise1st style with MSC on a magical med adventure on the 13th of September next year. Deposits today of just £100 each. Guess the ship. Yes, of course, it's the one and only beautiful Virtuosa, and we are going to be on board for 2 weeks. This is lovely. I mean, you'll have seen this itinerary. We've had the no-fly magical med itineraries a fair few times, and the great thing with Virtuosa is she's our ship. You know, she's always here in Southampton. She goes off and, you know, has adventures in the winter, but pretty much she's our ship, which is great. Which means that there's loads and loads of different durations. So if you are looking for a first-time cruise, you're looking for, you know, a range of different destinations, then literally go searching on the website right now. But let's concentrate on this because this is a great time of year to go and do the med. If we have had a summer next year, and who knows if this year's anything to go by, probably not. But September is a good time to go and then cruise the med, isn't it? If we haven't had such a great summer ourselves. It's been a funny old one, hasn't it, this year? But it's good to get the plans in place right now. You will love Virtuosa because she's great. I mean, a longer duration means that, remember with the MSC ships as well, rather than everyone starting and finishing in the same place, I mean, you'll be starting and finishing in the same place in Southampton, but there'll be people doing, you know, circuits from other ports as well. So people will be leaving and joining the cruise all the time, which I think is really exciting, actually. You get to see different people, you get to meet different people, you get to hear different languages as well, which I think is, you know, quite nice. It's kind of fits in nicely with the whole med vibe, doesn't it? And some lovely destinations too. Now, you'll love the entertainment. The entertainment's absolutely brilliant. Number of different entertainment options, especially if you're a night owl, lots for you to do. Nice quiet cocktails up in the Sky Lounge, or, you know, you can be there in the Galleria just having the most fantastic party, because there's always a party going on there. There's always a party going on somewhere on Virtuosa, up on the pool deck during the day. Lots of activities to get involved in, plenty of space for everyone. These are, you know, these are very sociable cruises with MSC. Virtuosa has really built up, you know, a nice reputation now. You know, some of the shorter durations, they're all about, you know, the party, the celebration, you know, just having a change of scenery for us. This one is about grabbing a little bit of sunshine. So this is what 2 weeks in September is all about. So let's see where we're going. We're going round Spain, basically. La Coruña, Cadiz, Malaga, down in the Costa del Sol, Alicante, Palma de Mallorca, Barcelona, Valencia, and then we've got a day in Lisbon in Portugal before we then come back to Southampton. Remember, £100 each deposit. There are 3 dates for this. So we'll give you a price in just a second for the 13th of September. But you can also go on either the 12th or the 26th of July next year as well. And if you want the prices for those dates, again, just talk to the team. But while we're on this date, 14th of September, let's have a little look at the price tag then, shall we? Full board, no tips to pay, of course, remember. So that is the price of your cruise. And if you want to add premium extra drinks package to this one on this itinerary, brilliant price, just £29 per person per day, which you know straight away without me telling you that that makes great sense, because it is an unlimited drink package as well, in so much as there aren't sort of little limitations to it and whatever. Always one at a time responsibly, of course. Again, it's brilliant. So if you want to upgrade from your inside on this one, let's check out the prices for that. Up to ocean view, up to balcony, and up to suite. Remember, you have got the other 2 dates for the itinerary. So the itinerary runs on the 12th and the 26th of July next year as well. I would imagine, to be honest with you, the prices are going to be fairly similar to that September date. There are 2 ways of finding out. You can go and look it up on our website at cruise1st.tv, or just give our team a call right now. They're absolutely brilliant. They'll answer any questions you've got. And also, if you want to look at different durations on Virtuosa, I mean, she's with us the whole of the next season as well, because that'll be one of her final cruises of the season for next year before she, I think, will go out to the sunshine for a bit of Caribbean. Well, listen, we all like to get away in the winter for a bit of sunshine, don't we? Virtuosa's no different. I know she's a ship. Anyway, right, okay, let's switch up cruise lines. Now, 31st of May, we're going around the Norwegian Fjords now on P&O cruises with the Iona. Now, this would be a lovely, lovely cruise, actually. Again, in and out of Southampton. Iona's brilliant. I was looking at some of the lineups for entertainment. They have names who appear on the bill quite often on these Iona cruises. And now, Mr. P wants me to explain what that means when I say names. Well, people that you would know and you would recognise as well, people that maybe have been, you know, part of one of the big talent shows over the last few years or whatever, but certainly people, do you know, that's one of my favourite Malbecs and it always pops up on this video. I love it. Yeah, I did actually. Once I was in Gibraltar Airport, flying back to the UK, and Cheryl Baker was there in the departure lounge, and she'd just done a gig on Britannia actually with P&O Cruises. So, you know, there will be names that you know pop up. Again, lots more information available from our team. They'll know who's on when, if they've announced the programme for next year. Loads and loads of different restaurant choices there for you. You saw very, very upscale fish and chips there, which look very, very nice with the chips in the basket and everything else. You've got Sindu as well. These are some of the specialty dining options that you might want to take on Iona. Lots of people love cruising with P&O Cruises. Why? Because it's cruising designed for a British cruiser. So when you get into your cabin, you can make tea and coffee in the cabin. You don't need adapters for the power because it's 3-pin plugs that we're used to. So all your home comforts are kind of there. You know, when you go down to breakfast, there will be the red sauce and the brown sauce there, just the way we like it. There will be crispy bacon, just the way we like it, etc., etc., etc. And isn't it a smart ship as well? It's really, really lovely. Very, very nice, very design-led, very clean lines. And of course, you know, you choose the type of accommodation you want. I'll give you the best deal price, and then you can choose if you want to upgrade. Going up to the Norwegian Fjords, remember, Iona, I think, spent pretty much her first season when she launched just a few years back, actually doing nothing but the Norwegian Fjords backwards and forwards. And so there are other dates for this cruise running all the way from May next year, right the way through to July in 2026. But we'll have a look, first of all, at where we're going, and then I'll give you a price tag for the 31st of May, which, if you think about it, 31st of May, you want to start getting your plans in for next year. Don't leave it too late, because people are arranging their holidays much sooner than they used to, actually, because there's a bit of a clamour. So there's where you're going. As you can see, there are some of the destinations you can see there that have scenic in brackets. That's where you'll be cruising through and seeing some of the larger fjords, but you'll be stopping in Stavanger and Olden and Flam and Haugesund along the way as well, which are all lovely little places, dotted with a couple of sea days and some scenic cruising as well, which is lovely up in the fjords because they are just simply beautiful. And it's good to have a couple of sea days as well, because you properly relax then and just really take it in, because you're not missing any ports. And when you're on a sea day, there's so much going on the ship anyway. Right. Stop rabbiting, Derek, just get on with it. Let's go with the price. Deposit today starts from just £69 per person for a week of cruising around the fjords of Norway in May. And it's a nice time to see it as well, actually. Slightly better weather than we'll get here. Can't promise you the greatest weather, but it's going to be lovely up there. £689 per person. You'll have the waterfalls in full flow and the best views. Oh, and a quick tip on this one, and any P&O Cruises cruise that you're going to book with us, book your classic drinks package when you book your actual cruise right now, and we'll discount the price of the drinks by 10%, which is great. And as I say, there's a big date range there that this cruise runs from next year all the way through to July in 2026. So you want prices for other dates? Again, just talk to the team. Here's the upgrade prices. Wow, this show is just like one long sentence, isn't it? I'm loving it. I like these shows actually where we pack a little bit more in, because it just gives you lots and lots of ideas and some great prices. And listen, these prices will not hold for long, because you can see, you know, as we go through the show, some of them are shorter durations. And the shorter a duration of a cruise is, obviously, the more attractive looking the prices are, and they are fabulous prices, but they sell out really, really quickly, really quickly. Because if you think about it, you know, everyone wants the best deal. So you kind of, you know, by the time we get through to next year, there will be less choice because these cruises will sell out very, very quickly indeed. So if you're interested in that one, it's PO329 on the website, or call us now and book on 0800 953 4700. Right, okay. Next one, 19th of September next year, switching cruise lines again. We're going for a weekend getaway here, off to Bruges with Royal Caribbean on Independence of the Seas. Now, Independence of the Seas, this ship that you're looking at right now, is with us in Southampton next year for the whole of the summer season. And then, of course, we've got a really special deal on her final cruise, which goes from Southampton out to America, and we've got a lovely exclusive package for that repositioning cruise. But she's here right the way through April, May, I think it is, right the way through until October. So this 3-night itinerary, and there aren't many of these shorter itineraries, will just go in a heartbeat, because one, when you see the price, you know, it's absolutely brilliant, and they don't have too many, as I say, of these shorter durations. But Independence of the Seas is a great way of seeing Royal Caribbean. You might want to take the whole family with you. If you holiday with friends, if you've got a bit of a birthday around this time of the year that you want to celebrate with friends or family, and you normally all go and stay at a hotel or a holiday cottage or something like that, do it on a cruise instead. It's so much easier, because you all just pitch up at Southampton and you're all in the same place. And as soon as you get on that ship, you're on holiday, aren't you? Of course, you know, usually even if you go away for a mini break somewhere, you know, you've got to do the airport thing. You've got to find where everyone is when you get there. You know, which bar was it where we were all meeting? You know, oh, so-and-so's late, or the flight was delayed, or blah, 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 blah. With this, you've got 3 nights away of fabulous cruising. Everyone's going to be having a great time. You're going over to the port for Bruges in Belgium as well, so you've got somewhere to go along the way, which is quite nice. But it's a way of you all being able to get together. You'll love Royal Caribbean. You've heard us talk about it many, many times. Great for the family, lots of facilities where, you know, you can be with the kids and have great time with them. They've got kids clubs as well, so you want to do your thing, the kids will be more than happy in a variety of different kids clubs that are available for them to enjoy as well. And food wise, you'll have absolutely no worries with Royal Caribbean, I absolutely promise you. And you'll love sitting down in the evening, for instance, to the big production shows as well. I think they're doing Grease on Independence of the Seas, aren't they? So a full Grease the musical production on Independence of the Seas, and you're not paying for the tickets either, so it's included in your cruise fare, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, okay, let's go and have a look. Not a long list of itineraries, of destinations, should I say. So first day at sea, then you call into Zeebrugge in Belgium, that's the port for Bruges, and then you come back into Southampton. There you go. Very, very nice indeed. So 3 nights away, just needs a cracker of a price tag. So let's deliver that straight away. Deposit today on this one, just £75 each, which makes the planning really, really simple. So if you're the person that likes to, you know, do all the arranging when a group of you get together, you can all say, right, send over your £75 and I'll get it booked on deposit, and then we'll sort it out. £389 is the price of the cruise, and that's for 3 nights of full board cruise. Remember, all your food is included, a massive range of included dining. You can choose to go speciality beyond that if you want to, but what's included will more than wow you. Your fabulous accommodation, the wonderful entertainment, all the pools and thrills and spills, the rock climbing wall and all of that, all included in the price there at £389. You can also go earlier in the year. There is another date on the 18th of June. If you want the price for that, just call the team. But right now, if you can make the 19th of September next year work for you, it will sell out very, very quickly. By the beginning of 2025, I don't think this cruise will be there to sell. It will have sold out by then. People are very, very good at spotting the little needles in a haystack when it comes to the deal. So, talking of deals, here's the upgrade prices. So if you want to go up to your ocean view balcony or even a suite. Now listen, if it was just a romantic getaway for just the 2 of you and you wanted to get yourself a suite, My word, that's good. That's really, really good. When you consider what's on offer as part of a suite offering, you've got 3 nights there. And what would that be? We'll try and do maths now, shall we? 3 plus 2 is 5 and 3. So it would be about 600, early 600s, isn't it? 614, Mr. P has just done the maths for me. So 614 per person if you wanted to go for a suite. That's a pretty good price, actually, to be honest with you, with what that has on offer. And that's going to feel very, very special indeed. And of course, relaxed as you like with Royal Caribbean as well. You just kind of have a great time. It's all about just having a lovely little holiday, a lovely little getaway. Right, okay, time to turn the page once again. Right, change cruise line again now for the 24th of April. This time we're going for slightly longer, 9 nights to Spain and Portugal, but in luxury. No fly again with Celebrity this time on Celebrity Apex, down in Southampton again. Now, if you've never cruised Celebrity before, this is an excellent opportunity to get on board and see and try. Apex, of course, is part of the Edge class, which is, I mean, they are stunning. They are all recent, brand new, modern ships. They cost an absolute arm and a leg to get onto the sea, and they are all stunningly beautiful. They're like what you imagine to be. I mean, when we talk about 5-star hotels, I'm not talking about, you know, sort of that country house hotel out in the middle of, you know, the countryside. I'm talking about city centre, London, brand new boutique. That's the kind of level that we are looking at here. The kind that you expect. You just see them on TV programs, don't you? And you just know that, well, that's not for me if it's thousands of pounds per night. You know, it's just not going to happen. It's that kind of feel, but in a very, very relaxed atmosphere. You will absolutely love it. You'll just be wowed by it. And listen, you can take part in as much or as little as you like. You go into the spas on these ships and you see the menu of treatments and the corridors of treatment rooms. It's just incredible. Do absolutely take some time to treat yourself to something like that. It is well worth doing. But with Celebrity, you know, it's 5-star. I mean, without a doubt, the food and the quality of the food that comes out, you know, the breadth of what's on the menu for you, just how beautiful your surroundings are, and they're all very, very different. Plenty of room for everyone, plenty of fun for everyone as well. You know, even if you're on a sea day, there are things like live game shows that go on board. There are activities, there are things that you can be doing, and just as easily, you could be just as horizontal as you like, relaxing. Of an evening, always a great time with Celebrity. It's kind of that sophisticated fun. It's kind of like being at one of those lovely beach clubs where the cocktails are flowing, and it's got a full nightclub as well, which always very, very busy indeed. And of course, on an itinerary like this, you might be checking out Celebrity as a cruise line for the first time. You might have cruised with Celebrity many times and just fancy another one to slot into your plans for next year. Because a lot of people have got their holidays already booked and planned for next year, funnily enough. But this is an awesome package. So here's where we go over your 9 nights. Zeebrugge, which is the port for Bruges in Belgium. And then we go to La Coruña in Spain, to around Portugal, and then back around northern Spain, Vigo and Bilbao, back to Southampton. You have got a few sea days on that, which is rather nice indeed, because they're time to really enjoy what's on board the ship as well. Right, 5-star luxury, low deposit today of just £150 each as well, for you to enjoy 9 nights of 5-star new luxury on the Celebrity Apex, and that is a deal and a half. For this cruise line, that is an exceptional price tag, because, you know, when you get more, you pay more. You know, luxury comes at a premium, and that is an amazing price tag for what you get. And if you want to upgrade on this particular offer, on this particular date, if you want to upgrade to the all-included, so add a classic drinks package and Wi-Fi, you can do that for just £59 per person per day. Here's the upgrade prices for Ocean View and Balcony. Well, Ocean View's easy, isn't it? Ocean View's very easy, isn't it? £29. That's one of the lowest Ocean View upgrade prices I've ever seen. That's ridiculous. That's 9 nights. How many 9s in 29? Just over 3. For an extra £3 a night, you would go for that, you know, that ocean view, wouldn't you? Without a doubt. It's brilliant. Again, you can look at this on the website. Don't leave it too long though, because however big the ships are, you know, a deal like this, now we've put it out there on TV, will sell really, really quickly. 0800 9534 700. Right, okay, let's turn another page and change cruise line again to Princess this time. Sky Princess, 13th of June, and we're going for a no-fly Land of the Midnight Sun cruise for 15 nights, which is amazing. Really, really lovely. Right, Sky Princess, one of the more recent Princess ships, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Again, taking advantage of, you know, you just clipping on and wearing the medallion gets you in and out of the stateroom. You use it with the app to do all of the, you know, the ordering. You use the app all the time when you're on Princess as well, to book your restaurants, to see what's going on, keep track of the rest of the party, etc., etc. Dining on Princess, wow. I mean, award-winning left, right and centre. They really are famed. They keep this lovely consistency of restaurants through their whole fleet. But it's great fun. I mean, amazing fun. I know many, many people who have cruised with Princess and they say, you know what, that's our cruise line. So we will follow her ships around the world. It's actually what a lot of people do with Princess, is they will see where a particular ship is, and that dictates where their holiday will be, because they get so attached to the ships and like going back again and again and again. And of course, they know that if they move from one ship to another in the Princess fleet, their favourite restaurants will be there, their favourite spaces will be there, because there is this familiarity as you go right the way through all of their ships. They are so smart. And again, for me, they make going all inclusive the most simple proposition there is in the whole of the cruise industry, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But this is a real treat and a half. I mean, 15 nights. When are we going? 13th of June. Okay, so if you think back to the 13th of June this year, which, you know, not that far looking back, is it? Not the greatest weather, you know, up and down like a yo-yo, and you felt like you needed a change. You felt like it should have felt like summer. It should have been wonderful and lovely, and it really wasn't. So quite nice to just be able to say, okay, well, the next 15 nights, which is just over 2 weeks, of course, that's it. I'm off. I'm off in a different direction. I'm on holiday. All my cares and worries, I'm leaving at the doorstep, and we're going in search of the midnight sun here as well. So we will be heading north. So out of Southampton, we'll be heading up to Scotland first. Here's where we're going over our 15 nights, up to Edinburgh, and then up to the north of Norway. Now, Honningsvåg and Tromsø are the best vantage points that if the Northern Lights are going to show their face, and listen, they did in the UK this year more than once, didn't they? But if they're going to show their face, that's where you'll get the best views, of course, and that's where you get those wonderful long sunsets into the night. So a wonderful, wonderful cruise, 15 nights. I'd love to come with you. It will sell out quickly, I'll tell you that, for nothing, because your deposit on this one is just 50 quid each today to get this booked. Let's have a look at the price then. If the deposit is just £50 each, that's amazing. Look, it's 15 nights of cruising with Princess at 1169 on one of their more recent ships as well. £50 each deposit for this one, and very easy to make this all inclusive. So if that's the price for the inside, what about upgrading then and treating ourselves? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at balconies and suite prices, because actually this is going to be all about the view. A cruise like this, to go and see the midnight sun, it's not necessarily the time of year for the aurora, but wasn't it about that time of the year when we had the really, really good aurora? I've got pictures on my phone of when, and I live in North Yorkshire, I don't live anywhere near Norway, but I had the most amazing pictures of the aurora. So it can pop up even in the UK, that far south. So, you know, you're going to the area where you're going to get the least light pollution, the best views, you know, you're closest to where the aurora comes out to play much more often. 1169, it's PC564, which always sounds like a policeman, I know, but get onto the website or call us right now, 0800 953 4700. Right, final page to turn. And this time we're going from a different port with a different cruise line. 17th of April this time, we're going for an Easter getaway with Ambassador. And we're going from Tilbury in Essex, which is not that far off the M25. It's only about 10 minutes off the top of the M25. And we're going away for a lovely cruise over Easter on their fabulous Ambassador Ambience. Now, Ambassador, you might well have heard of them. You might well have seen their TV advert. You've seen, you know, maybe if you have social media, you see their posts pop up left, right and centre. They're an absolutely brilliant cruise line. A little bit more classic cruising, definitely designed for us because it sails in and out of the UK, and it sails from various ports around the UK as well. In general, a lot of the cruises go out of Tilbury, but you can cruise out of Scotland, out of Liverpool, out of Bristol, out of Cornwall, loads and loads and loads of different places generally that you can take an Ambassador cruise through the year. So it's well worth checking out for next year, because you might find that there's something, you know, relatively close to where you are. Now, the reason we've highlighted this particular itinerary is one, it's no fly, so it fits in with the theme of the show, of course, but it's over Easter, and you know what it's like trying to book hotels or trying to get some arrangements done. If you're going to see family and staying with them for Easter, or whether trying to book hotels and stuff can be really expensive at this time of the year, where you could all meet up at Tilbury and go on a lovely cruise for a few nights. You are going to love this. If you like to cruise with friends, by the way, I know my parents are in U3A and they meet up in different groups and whatever, and they quite often go on a little break together. So this might not necessarily be going away with the other half. It might be going away with members of the family, friendship groups, you know, a club that you go to, whatever it may be. Very, very nice indeed. Right, let's see where we're going over Easter then. So we leave on the Thursday over Easter. So Good Friday, we're at sea. And then over the Easter weekend, we're in Honfleur in France. Easter Sunday at sea. And then Easter Monday, we're in the Isles of Scilly in St Mary's. So down off the Cornish coast there, down there. Then we go over to Cork and then back to Tilbury. So a lovely little Easter getaway to France, the Scilly Isles and Ireland, to and from Tilbury in Essex. Now, you deposit on this one, £200 each today, which might make you think, oh, it's thousands. No, hello, 545. Now, this is one that you really, really will. If you like the idea of it, you really will have to book it like super now, because these ships are not big ships at all. We're talking about, I think on this ship it's either 1,000 or 1,200, maybe even less than that. I'll check in just a second. Book with us today. You'll also get up to £200 per cabin onboard credit coming back your way as well, which is really, really good. Yeah, it's not a big passenger number at all. So on that one, I never want to say, call now, it's urgent. But on this one, it is that little bit more urgent because of the capacity of the ship. These are sort of medium-sized ships, so, you know, it's not a big passenger number. And, you know, good solo price on that one actually as well, if you fancy it. 0800 953 4700. Right, okie dokie, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. If you missed any of this, because we did go through it really like a train, didn't we, the whole thing, just look for No Fly Cruise Deals on our YouTube channel and you'll find the show there all over again, because you won't see it very often because all of those cruises will sell out very, very quickly. Right, I need to go and breathe. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.